Anytime, anywhere. We're here with these people that you can see on the screen. And if you're listening to
Hi.
us versus podcast, I don't know how. So I do find it interesting that Russ is going to be the torchbearer from today's session into tomorrow's session. So whereas Pete and Freddie are the torchbearers from yesterday's session into today's session. So there's a
Woo!
continuity there.
Woohoo.
Yes. Everybody pull some cards. Have fun.
All right.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe this.
Did you get 4 reds?
Fried laptop?
No, I have a spark of divinity.
Oh my goodness, I don't believe it.
I know, right?
Do you have all 20s already?
So what was that?
Do you have all 20s already?
No, I have more essence I need to work on.
Okay. I've got a full group card. It's a play immediately.
Okay.
You might want to play the Spark of Divinity on top of that. Let's just
You
say,
can't reclaim it.
just in case somebody wants to pick it
You
up.
can't. You can't pick it up.
Oh, no, not even retrieve. Okay.
No.
Yeah. I have both a whole card and a lock it in card.
I have a victory if you want to hold card that
Yeah, right.
or
So,
lock it in.
yeah, we'll lock it in. Well, actually, let's draw. Well, we'd play. Let's draw our cards first to make sure we don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Full group is immediate, so
yeah.
Yeah, make sure we don't get another red that blows us away.
Oh, I have a full retrieve as well.
No,
I have a limited retrieve.
You could lock in the victory and whole card the full retrieve, and then you'd have an automatic 5 hero points, assuming that you did a good
retrieve
adventure.
and victory, exactly.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Play may not be lost and discarded once a card is placed under the whole card. Yeah, so the whole card we can do any cards, whereas the lock it in is only for victory.
Right, so put those puppies on the desktop.
I'm gonna leave them here. Pete, you put them.
Yep.
Wherever you want.
I'm assuming you don't have any victories or anything, Russ?
No. Just a limited retrieve.
Yep, that's right.
Pete, you might in the future want to string some like Christmas lights or something in front of you, because all of your lighting is dependent on your computer monitor. So if you're looking at something dark, then you go into darkness.
Well, that's only, well, I just adjust my light, do that.
It's not a really good help now. That's unless you're going for like
more diffuse.
If you're going for edgelord, I guess it's okay.
Yes, but yes, that's because I got basically.
Yeah, my video is pretty dependent on my monitor.
Yeah, but your room is well lit. Pete's is less well lit.
It's because I've got a light directly above me. If I turn that on, it makes it too bright for me, unfortunately.
That's why I was saying the Christmas lights. You could call them fairy lights if you wanted to feel more British.
Just get a torch on top of your monitor. Shine it in your face.
I had that for a while. It's super annoying. I would rather have Christmas lights.
Yeah.
If I do this BS, can you all see the dice rolling around? Oh, that doesn't work anymore.
Is that what now?
They're there. Can you see those on the desktop?
Yeah.
Nope.
Good.
Oh well, no, I had mine off. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I have mine off because I found them to be way too much of a distraction.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys are sitting around the embassy. It looks like a gas-powered lawnmower is fused, sticking out of the wall a little bit, as though somebody was trying to do some sort of modern art. Everything else looks pretty normal here. The oil lamps are all well topped off and such. Freddy's got his 4 guards around him, keeping a wary eye on him. There's also several rhino-headed guards who are in the room, and they're looking at McKay, and none of them have weapons out. They all have like pistols and stuff and their things, but they're looking at McKay, and it's almost like they're ready to pounce on him for some reason.
Okay, would you like to do the honors of filling locking on what we found?
I put myself between McKay and the guards.
Well, you're Yeah, the guards look annoyed and they shuffle around to a better position to where they can easily grab him. McKay doesn't seem at all bothered by it. He's just sitting in one of there's 3 wingback chairs that are around a table that has like a full tea service on it. And so you stand up and move over, and then the guards shuffle around to a different place and look at you irritated with their small reddish eyes.
So, Rock,
Mm-hmm.
It's less comfortable standing up than sitting down.
Are you familiar with the new barrier that's going up and
No.
all the disruptions happening?
No.
Okay. So there's this, in place where the firewall was, there's this new barrier going up, which is all skulls and stuff. Basically, from what we've learned, if you can go through it at the moment, as in it would require someone shadow walking. The person who's doing the shadow walking would have to try and enforce their will to push through it, and depending on how firm they are in their will would potentially affect damage done to themselves and the people going through it.
Okay.
To the point that depending on how well they do it or not, it could potentially lead to death.
Okay.
That it's getting harder and harder, and it's also blocking things like trump cards of stuff outside of the wall.
Okay, so it's now a roll. You now have to force your way through to Amber, is what I'm guessing.
Yeah, or any zone that's outside of our pocket realms.
Okay, is Guri outside?
Guri, no.
No. Okay.
No. Now one of the side effects of this happening is that there are shadow storms happening, pattern storms, whatever you want to call them, which is causing all sorts of chaotic events, like basically causing people and objects from other worlds to appear in worlds, and weird weather, and just dogs and cats living together type stuff.
Right. Our friend in the Course of Chaos told us that if we destroyed the pattern, then pattern storms like that would destroy our world.
Yeah. So this is because it seems to be because of the barrier. Somebody of great ability is creating it.
We don't know who's creating it.
No, we know who's creating it.
Doc Fulton?
We'll get to that.
No.
Oh, Rock, give me a spot hidden roll, Rock, at a quarter.
All right. Spot hidden at a quarter? No, at half, right.
Okay. You rest your eyes. It's the lawnmower looks like it's been built into the wall. I'm talking like one of the old push lawnmowers that has the gas engine and the blade. It says Toro on it, and it's red and green. Okay. Other than that, nothing really fascinating. Please continue with your briefing. It's not currently operating, which is good.
Yeah.
So basically that's causing all disruptions on top of the other disruptions that were happening with like magic fading.
So magic didn't restore itself?
No, not yet. Because there's a pattern here, and the pattern is asserting order, and order is not. No, assumably magic is not considered order. So reality is hardening science is hardening, I suppose, in a lot of places, getting stronger, so magic is fading.
Right. Has anybody ever gone to the Course of Chaos to test that theory out, that magic is order? I thought magic just wasn't reality, personally.
We've been to the Course of Chaos, but we haven't tested theory. I mean, we don't know what else would be causing magic to fade.
Right. Well, I remember when we first went to Amber, or second time for you guys, magic stopped working when we got to Amber, and I wasn't sure if that was due to, well, I didn't even know about the patterns asserting themselves.
Yeah, so Yeah, so when we left, that first time when we travelled with the Driders, yourself,
Yes.
myself, Yume, and Doc, once we went through the equivalent of the firewall, that's when our knowledge of magic, what we now call minor magic, stopped working.
Yeah,
It,
exactly.
it needs to be localized to the zones or pocket realms within the barrier.
Okay.
But in regards to who is behind this, it is Janice, daughter of Mildred / Maddie / Alex Kinley / Princess Danny / White.
Oh, okay. So I have to discard one piece of gear, and I'm getting distracted. Give me a second here.
No,
Okay, I'm going to get rid of my military glow sticks. I assume I have to get rid of all of those, Logan. That's what I remember.
Yep. Sounds perfectly fine to me.
Okay. All right, they're gone.
Groovy.
Okay, so Janice, the daughter of Fuck,
Group fuck.
is now fucking the group. Yeah.
Ooh, well spotted. Yes, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's doing it to protect us.
Sure she
Quote,
is.
quote unquote protect us.
Sure she is.
Yeah.
In to protect us better than certain individuals protected her
Yes.
from
And
her
of course-
perception as to what happened to her, regards to all that hoo-ha.
So where's she getting the skulls from?
We don't know.
Fuck.
We managed to have a brief chat to her at the Black Fist Tower, but she was like a projection or a hologram or a ghost or whatever. She wasn't actually there. But we don't know where she actually is, and none of us, I believe, have got the ability to be able to do anything about it currently.
Well, Janice left for Amber a while ago, if I remember
Yes.
correctly. So she could be on the other side of the firewall building it.
Quite possibly. Well, I think she
Where
could
is
be
she? Are they all human skulls?
Yes.
That's a
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good question, Russ. I'm
Yeah.
giving them a card for that. They either human or close enough to human that in the shifting shadows for you two who have seen them, it makes no difference.
Does anyone want a spellcasting plus 20?
No, thank you.
Freddie, you can't talk. Go ahead and type it.
Yeah.
You want it?
What's that? What was it?
Spellcasting plus 20?
No, I'm good.
All right, gone. I play Space Force. And let me see.
I like how Russ is getting distracted from this really earth-shattering briefing by the cards I keep giving him, and
Yeah, exactly. Man, they're tiny futurists. Yeah, I think I'm going to put that into my EVA suit because that's damn important.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Right. So Janice is possibly on the other side.
Or in here, we don't know.
Yeah, murdering a bunch of people just like her mom.
Mum.
Flaying them and pulling their skulls out and probably eating the brains. And
we don't know how the skulls are actually going there. And then we don't know if they're actually the dead or the representative of something, or
has anybody done a pattern analysis on it?
Yeah.
On the wall, yeah.
That's how we
Indian's
know.
pattern?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Doc did. Basically, it'll get harder to go through the wall. Someone with a high level pattern powers is trying to usurp the pocket realms. We spoke to a proxy of ghost wheel, and he is fine with what's going on.
I don't know if he's fine.
He's got no issues with it. I think he sees it as something further along the path of his games and stuff, I suspect.
I think he wants us to deal with it more than him being fine with it, but yeah. He might just not care enough.
I'm going to use this Batman pose for a little while. I like this.
Fair enough.
So yeah.
Okay, now I just look constipated. Forget that. Okay, so our adventures with House Mingus. How's that going?
Oh, right, yeah. I show him the note. I've already showed it to him before this.
Okay.
You want the sword?
The sword's here, apparently. It's in the embassy already. I don't know. You must
How
have
did
put it
that
there.
happen? It was in my pocket.
You must have put it there because it's in storage.
No, I never put it there. I reach into my alternate sword pocket, and I'm going to draw a sword, guys, just so you know. I'm not hostile. I'm just going to try and draw a sword.
They all look at the ambassador.
Yeah, he's fine.
They relax again.
I slowly pull the sword out of my pocket.
Okay. It doesn't seem to be in there because somebody, I don't know who, had stuck it on the gear list of the embassy. And so because it got stuck there, I thought you had it too, but...
I did.
Yeah.
I thought you had it too.
Yeah, we all thought you
had it. I don't know who put it on the gear list, but I definitely had it in my alternate pocket.
Either way, you can give it to them and get it put on the gear list to save...
That's
worry.
fine.
So there's Benedict's son's Amberite sword, owned by Benedict, Rock Stored, and permissions Rock, Joshua, Doc, Braslin, location Vault. So somebody put it there. I certainly didn't.
That wasn't me.
No, somebody thought they had it and put it there. I definitely had that in my pocket, and I definitely never put it there.
So whether or not it was Raslin or Doc who put it there, maybe it was Raslin who put it there.
But you're okay with it getting put in there now, Rock?
I'm fine. Yeah,
Great.
I don't want to keep that in the pocket. That's unstable, and
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got
It
it.
was useful for hiding the fact that I had it, but this works just as well.
Yep.
Hopefully none of the Amberites saw us trading it around.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
apparently the armor is near Bakersfield in some radioactive area. How it got there, it's something I'm not too sure about yet, but apparently that's where it is.
Oh, so we need to have encounter suits if we want to go there.
Yep.
Fun. Tiny modern air. Tiny modern.
All right, so
Nope.
back to today's task. We have a suit of armor. We need to retrieve the final piece in the most dangerous area.
Bakersfield, did you say?
Near Bakersfield. It's we did a little bit of research yesterday, and we discovered that the area is irradiated, and there are lots of death claws running around, wanting to tear off your face. So
that's good.
Yeah, and we looked into Razcor the Red, the person who had the armor, and he did indeed go to that area, but never returned. So he's either dead or got lost. Yeah.
Or he kicked on and went somewhere else.
Yeah, or that.
Or he got radiation sickness and died.
Yeah.
So, Rock, from memory, you scouted around that area a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because you found, I think there was a forest which had a red door in it that's near Bakersfield that you discovered.
Rock, give me a memory roll for something.
Correct.
Wow. The place where you scouted and stuff was a different version of San Angeles than the post-apocalypse version. So you've got multiple different zones, and they all have kind of the same thing. So yeah, you're definitely you're ahead of the game, but you haven't been to the post-apocalypse one. You were scouting a
Gothic.
different.
Yeah, he was scouting Gothic.
It was Gothic.
Was it? Oh,
It was Gothic San Angeles, and I tried to ride a bicycle, and I had a hell of a time riding a bicycle.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well,
Mildred, Doc Fulton, and I
have a card.
got a Mad Max car and drove out to the forest.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Then yes,
opened the red door and went through.
So take that, Logan.
I guess so.
Cool,
so yeah,
cool. This is good. This is good.
It's probably going to be past that. It'd be a lot easier if you had in their Mad Max car or something, but they
that's what I was thinking about.
seem to be breaking.
Do we have any way of getting our hands on a flying car?
Nope.
Shit.
Steal one.
Well,
nobody. They're They're currently not for sale in Gothic.
Yeah, but they're still like on the streets and stuff. It's just no one's using them. They're kind of just.
If you've got the funds, we could find someone and see if they're willing to sell it.
Have you seen my funds?
No.
I can barely afford a pair of magic glasses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see what I got in Gothic money.
I'm just wondering if we can rent one maybe or something.
Do you remember what happened the last time you drove an air car?
He's gotten a bit better, I believe.
I mean, I'm slightly better at it.
We had to
as far as I'm
drag
aware,
it on the
nobody's
mule,
willing
like,
to rent.
Eventually, we decided mules dragging it across town was better.
I mean, I'm a hobbyist. I can do it sometimes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's good. That's small. What? Futuristic?
Small air futuristic. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Small?
Oh, medium. Yeah, medium.
Oh, it's medium. Okay. Okay. Like a sedan. Okay, that's cool. Medium, futuristic. Yeah, I don't even have that.
Okay, well, then we have to kind of go there by coach and walk the rest of the way, which means more Deathclaw danger.
Sure. And it means butt pads. We need to go to Shermer and get some butt pads.
Yeah, the problem with that is they're not really going to help, I don't think.
Oh, no, I want my butt pad. I remember the last time I took a coach.
Oh, okay.
He wants a pillow to sit on.
Okay.
You don't need to go to Sherman for that. You can just buy a cushion.
I think you're getting smart, Russ, today, Logan. I'm not sure just yet.
You're getting cards. You're getting cards.
One other thing, when we originally went to Guri in search of anti-radiation gear, we found a right-away kind of a one-time use drug for 500 credits apiece, which basically means it will negate any, should negate any radiation effects for a day. We also found these pretty large kind of tube things for 100 credits each, which would decontaminate any gear you have of radiation, but they're quite big, so I'm not sure how we would even take those with us. Plus,
So
it's tech.
They're not portable devices that you set up.
They're not small little things you can take.
A large flying car would be awesome. Like a
flying car
van.
would be great.
Flying van would be perfect.
And the anti-radiation suits in Guri are 3,000 credits each. And obviously, once you use them, they'll also be irradiated, so they'll be useless unless we decontaminate them as well when we come out.
So you said we have decon equipment.
Potentially, if we buy it.
Oh, okay.
We haven't bought it because we didn't have the funds.
Okay, I've
But the
got.
right of way is one option, at least to protect ourselves. As for our gear, well, that's another question.
Well, let's just stow our gear.
What, just put it away?
Yeah.
What if we needed to fight death claws?
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, we can gear up with 1860s gear.
If we gear up with disposable gear that we don't care about,
Yeah,
we'll be fine.
yeah, we'll just gear up with something else. The problem I have is how much did the decon tubes cost?
The tubes are 100.
100?
credits or
Yeah.
100,000 credits?
100.
Oh, 100K. Okay.
No,
that's...
no, 100 credits.
Oh, okay.
And what are they?
What do you mean, what are they?
As in, is it a thing you pull down over yourself or pull up over yourself? Is it something like a bag you shove your stuff in and shake it?
Logan never described that. Logan, what was it?
Have you ever seen the big barrels that hobos are always pictured warming themselves around a fire? Have you seen
Yeah,
one of
you've
those?
got a growl and drum.
Right. It's about half of one of those per. And that's enough for pretty much all the gear that any PC wants to bring in, like per day, per PC. So.
And how do they work?
Oh, it's a harsh chemical wash.
Okay.
You have to sit there
So
and scrub it over your gear.
It's not some sort of
No.
As in, it's not got a little and not got something running on it that does something to decontam. It's a wash.
They throw in big, heavy plastic gloves with each half barrel that you buy.
All right. So this is a chemical vat, not a tube.
Right.
Yeah, it's a chemical. Half drum chemical.
That's a little different from a tube. Yeah. And I was thinking we might want to bring Trump into the radiation zone, but now you stick that in a chemical vat and you don't have any fucking Trump anymore.
I have a Trump in the pocket, so we'll be okay for that at least.
Okay.
Do you have simple pocket?
So if you've got Trump in a pocket, let me see. Do I have anything in my simple pocket?
Yeah.
I got lockpicks in my simple pocket right now.
Yeah, you might want to put Trump in there instead.
My skill is crap in that.
Also, if you read the thing on Simple Pocket, I think you'd have one lock pick rather than a set. I think it's specifically.
Oh, that's right. I have a set in my complex pocket. Which means I don't have anything in my simple pocket.
You can only have one pocket, one trick, etc., unless you have the extra spell for having more than one pocket, etc.
I have extra simple, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been working the pocket tree.
Apparently.
I got everything. Oh, if I have complex, I've worked through extra sword trick, extra simple pocket.
Eventually, you'll get the Santa Claus bag, and that'll be the shit.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to chance that until I skill whore that up a little bit.
I'd skill whore the fuck out of that if you're already that high. You bet.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been doing.
Aside from magic going away, I mean, aside from that little factor.
Right. Okay, I've got a True North navigation card I'm throwing away. It's turn any failed navigation roll into a success.
That could be useful really soon.
I'm not going to give that to Matt. Or hang on to it. But yeah.
I've got to discard a few things anyway. I'm going to get down. I'm discarding the school file.
Having a navigation card at this point, I would hold on to it if possible.
Does anybody want Ultimate Sniper?
Ooh.
Times 10 range for rifle.
If only we had magic.
I'll trade you the True North for that.
Right.
Do you have magic rifles?
Yeah, keeping in mind that rifles won't work in Gothic.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, not as well, rather.
But aren't we? So we're going to Bakersfield in Gothic, right? Yeah.
You will need to force your will on them.
Yeah. And it may attract agents as well.
Yes, it may.
If someone sees it, yeah.
Which reminds me, Before we leave, remind me to go and get a couple of the martial badges out of the vault, as I want to see what happens with them when we go to a different realm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, sniper isn't going to be
If
terribly
they
useful, so I'm
morph
blowing
into
that.
whatever the local authority ID is for that zone.
Oh, and speaking of Agents Rock, due to the whole universe going tits up, they also seem to be on the fritz. They don't seem to be behaving as normal.
Yeah, there was an agent apparently pulling his own guts out, cutting himself a belly button and pulling
And
his own guts
sometimes
out.
they don't even arrive.
We had 2 agents. We did a test. We did something which to see whether or not the people would react to. Basically, Doc pulled out his lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
But just before we go any further, I've got a sole survivor.
Oops.
Oh. Well,
Oh, fuck.
I didn't have anything, so it's fine.
At least you locked in and whole carded those 2 extra hero points for later.
And just as an aside, I have another whole card.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So if there's something else somebody wants to lock in for the end of the session.
Yeah, if you get another victory, that would be a treat.
Yeah, that's right. Another victory or anything, really. I've got Unjammed Gun, which I will get rid of.
Oh, wait, no.
Not Repair Gun, it's just Unjammed Gun.
Repair, okay, yeah.
It is not Repair.
Okay. Because I do have a Magitech pistol stored, but it needs to be repaired before you can use it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why I was just specifying.
Yeah.
Well, I've only got 6
Magic
gold
deck
for
weapons
Gothic.
would work. That's interesting.
Either of you good at gunsmithing?
Hobbyist. And yeah, I wouldn't want to do hobbyist gunsmithing on something with Chris stuck in it.
The explosion's not that big. It'd be like setting off an M80 in your face or something, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully. Well, aside from, there's some shrapnel with it. I mean, an M80 with, stuff on it, it's not good.
Really tiny hand grenade.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
I have an eye patch just like Freddy.
Yeah.
I could poke an eye out with that.
Wait, is Freddy wearing an eye
okay.
patch still?
No.
Ah.
No, I got rid of that long ago.
Is Freddy's hand still missing?
Yep.
Yes.
He's
It'll
got a
probably
hook
stay
on
that
it.
way for a long, long time.
He's hoping.
Okay.
Yes,
He's-
unless I reset.
Yeah, he's the only person I know who's hoping that their hand stays off.
That's right. Because every time he goes to sleep and crits.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it, it grew back. But we can keep chopping it off for Elvin, right?
Mm-hmm.
He won't figure out that you're getting multiple.
There's 4 guards. Freddy's 4 guards and stuff look at each other. Hmm?
Yes. It keeps growing back. Okay.
Yes, perpetual pain is my life.
Oh, that makes
Okay,
much
there you
sense.
go.
The guards relax a bit. Yes, all is as it should be.
Alright, so what do we need to take with us?
Yeah, be sure to be very careful on your gear because keep in mind, money gets irradiated too.
Yeah.
Everything gets irradiated. It's nasty shit.
So we need to store stuff, gear up in Gothic.
Do either of you have working trump cards of yourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Unless I turn blue. It's not a blue rock card.
Now keep in mind, if you shapeshift, then even if you shapeshift back, all the trumps of you are broken.
Hence why I asked.
Until Freddy gets his trumping thing up to being able to make your true essence as a trump, and then in which case you can become blue, hairy, whatever, it doesn't matter. Shapeshift into your neat demon form, whatever.
Okay. So
Why
this
do you
was
ask?
a trump I made after I stopped being blue. Got it.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
What?
working trump myself.
Why do you ask, McKay?
Because what we do is we get the gear that we want, we set it up here, we travel without it. Once we get to the point where we think we need it, we then trump here, get the gear, and trump back.
Yep.
Okay.
So
I like
you're thinking
radiation
about putting.
things all
You're
the
thinking
way
about.
through. If we don't actually need them, we may get to Bakersfield, for example, ask about this red guy and find out, oh, he went further on to blah, and we don't even need to
Sure.
go into radioactive fields.
Right.
Or we may
Right.
have.
So
We don't know.
We want to bring limited trump because of chemical vats. Right.
But I don't want to take the that, and also it's a lot easier than lugging a radioactive radiation suit.
Okay. Ambassador, can you get us some adventurer's clothes?
Yeah. I think that's part of the standard stuff we got.
I look at what I'm wearing.
Everybody right now for some reason is dressed up as spiffy gunfighter.
Which works fine for, which work fine for part of our trouble.
Aside from the weapons, yes, because now only
Yes.
the military has the weapons because fascism.
Okay, so it's still fascist Gothic. I got my papers for that, but
It's super
we're going to be
fascist.
traveling without papers, I think, because once again, papers in a chemical vat.
No, as I said, we travel with the necessities.
Mhm.
Once we get to the point where yes, we need to go into radiation field, we can then trump back here, leave the stuff we don't want to take in the radiation field, get the stuff we do want to take in the radiation field, and then
Yeah, traveling with your
back.
papers probably a good idea up to a point.
so taking our photo IDs in Gothic.
Yeah, we all have IDs right there.
All right, so we're going to take full equipment unless we have to go into the radiation field, and we're going to trump out. Got it.
Yeah. In which case, then we go and get the gear that we need for that.
Yeah, I want to know if anybody has any obvious weapons and stuff like that on them.
No. Unless you count a dildo as a weapon.
Nope. Nobody counts it. If you're brave enough, anything is technically a dildo.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm gonna pull out my Santa Claus gifted dildo and I'm gonna try and make this my artifact.
He pulls out a random dildo. His guards look at each other like,
Oh, well, there we are. It's not
Is this
artifact.
the horse dildo?
No, it's a different one.
Oh, okay.
congratulations
Oh, I
on
have
your
an
new
artifact.
dildo artifact.
Yay! It respawns once per season.
Hmm.
Woo!
Logan, I have a gun in my backpack, but not obvious.
Yeah, a gun in the backpack's fine unless your gear gets searched.
Right.
In which case, you say it's an antique from the before times,
Exactly.
since it's a gunpowder gun and it doesn't work here.
Well, unless you get willpower times 3 and then big surprise.
No, I just mean say that to the guards at search
Oh,
and say,
sure.
what's this strange weapon?
Oh, it definitely looks like a pistol. It looks like a pistol, aside from it doesn't have all the wild Magitech shit
Yeah,
sticking
and
out
then
of
you
it.
say it's an antique.
It's a relic. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a relic.
What,
And
do you
it's
have
not
any money in Guri?
I have 7,700 creds in Guri.
Do we want to buy any right away?
think they
Yeah,
will.
sure.
We'll buy right away. We'll buy some radiation suits.
I'd like to
Let's go
bank
to red-
some. Right away was what? 1K?
Well, right away was 500 each. The suits were 3,000 each.
Oh, okay. So we're not doing suits. We're doing right away.
Mm.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I
right
want to
away-
bank some of this. Let's go to.
Right,
let's
right
go
away
to-
is one person per day. Like one dose per day.
Right. Do they have any? You said they have right away. Do they have any Rad X?
They didn't mention any Rad X, just right away.
Okay.
But I
think
can take you
from
then
the
when I have a
sounds- from
little
the
look.
sounds of things right away does both. Just as an aside, I've got 24k.
Oh, well, okay, you're rich.
You're good.
Okay.
I did some trading and some work over there.
Spices.
If you could, like,
No, I did not do spice.
Did anybody arbitrage the gold we dumped on that place?
Yeah, the price went down, but we didn't
Yeah,
buy
the
any
price
more.
plummeted.
Yeah, right. So did anybody arbitrage? Because we're going to
No.
Gothic.
No.
We can get trade goods for Guri in Gothic, and we can get lots of gold for Gothic because the price is depressed.
Yeah, no, we haven't looked into that side of things. What
Okay.
am I?
As Pete goes dark light, dark light.
Yeah, I'm looking at my cards to work out what to discard.
You need a voice disguiser, man. So you're like the confidential.
Yeah.
On the 25th, I was standing on the corner minding my own business when
Christmas lights. They'll be. I'd have a nice setup if I had my own place.
I was going to say I can turn the overhead lights on, but
No, you're fine.
If it's
For fuck's sake, man, do it.
Just ignore Logan. He's being.
no, I mean that doesn't worry me. It's just I don't think it works well with the camera. But I'll turn them on and you can see.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, take a
Sure,
look.
we'll have a look.
Technical difficulties,
It's
folks.
gonna explode. Glass will shower down.
Oh,
They'll
see
be like,
this
ah!
fire.
You look fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is much, much better, Pete.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, your head's a little shiny, but that's about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
the
don't mind your
other
head
one
being
will-
shiny. We can get somebody into like one of those in the bowling alleys, the ball polishers. We can get one of those in. That'll
Yeah,
be good.
that's fair.
Oh my God, yes, Pete. There you go.
Right. He's like, God damn it.
I just think, I just thought it just looked a bit bright on my face and stuff.
It does, but you know, we can see your smiling face now, as opposed
Beats the
to
shit out of it.
confidential
program
informant. Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, so we have a plan.
Oh,
Is there any more briefing? I've got the wall of skulls being created by Janice. I've got, we're doing this right now for House Mingus. That's what we're going to take care of today.
Yeah, that's our focus. I'm getting rid of quicker picker upper.
Okay.
I'm still loving that one card,
Or Alex.
created all the fucking plot.
and I couldn't even do anything about it, so it's like, okay, well,
Yeah,
This is why I
we
like
can do
him.
nothing about it. And Freddie's just too damn strong for us to be restrained, for us to restrain him. And yeah, you play too much, dude.
Uh-huh.
All right, so back to character.
Yeah,
all right. So
all right. So off to Guri to buy right away?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
You're gonna buy it before you determine if you need it.
Yep.
Well, if we otherwise, it's going to be a case that one person will stay in Gothic while the other two go to Guri to get it.
But Trump doesn't work in Guri.
No. You have to
Right.
go to
No.
Cleanse, then go to Guri, then
Trump
Trump.
to somewhere where there's a Clems.
Right. Okay. Is there an operable cleanse in Wild West at
Yeah.
this point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we figure out how to make the polls?
Yes. The only person who can complete the polls right now is Wrestling Rad. Otherwise, we have enough to make about 30 poles. Enough wood, I mean, to make 30 poles. You need to get a carpenter to,
Leave it.
to craft it, and then we need a painter to apply the red paint, which is your blood.
Door of blood.
And then the only person who has the ability thus far is Wrestling Rad to apply the white paint, which is something pure. And in his case, it's the didgeridoo. He has to play the didgeridoo and using magic create the white paint.
Okay, so we've turned Raz into a pole factory, I guess, then, right?
For now, yeah.
Okay.
Something just that reminded me of something else we learnt. The there are other Doras that have been to Amber and have been to the Courts of Chaos. We're not the only group. But we are the most prevalent group, and we seem to be the most learned group in that regard, according to the proxy of Ghost Wheel.
I see. So there are other Doras.
It wasn't quite the words he used, but basically.
We seem to be the ones who care the most. Let's put it that way.
There's been some Doras that have been to. We're not the only Doras that have been to Amber or the Courts of Chaos now. There's
okay, so those Doras have been around a while, and we haven't had enough time to get cynical about this and say, "Oh, fuck
it." Next time I'm going to get a card, let me know because I've got Orb of Knowledge.
Actually, here, I'll give you 2 more cards, and then then just play your Orb of Knowledge and pick one of those 3.
Damn it.
What?
All right, so I have a choice between Supporter Reroll, Training Time, and Victory.
Oh.
Victory, you still have that whole card, right?
Exactly right. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, so that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I know. But that thing of Training Time, yeah. Supporter Reroll. Oh, nice card. Victory. Oh, yeah. All right, so yes. So let's get rid of Orb of... let's get rid of Orb of Knowledge. Supporter Reroll. And put the Training Time on top in case anybody can grab it or wants to grab it. And there's the whole card, there's the whole card. Let's add the Victory up here.
So now we've got 6 points at the end.
Yeah.
6 confirmed points.
That is nice. Glad I played today. See, Freddie, thank you for flagging me down and pissing off my wife. And he's like, "You're doing this tomorrow, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yep." What kind of anyway?
Do you know the password, by the way, for Clems?
Password?
Yeah, the Clems in...
So the Clems here on the embassy, there's a Clems on embassy grounds.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Doros miraculously managed to build one when I asked them, and they actually did really good at it. It's in a secure building, and there are I don't know if you've been paying much attention to some of the recent posts on the boards.
Who reads the boards? No, hell no.
Well, there's a lot of useful information there as to some of the recent things. Basically, there's some high level functions with Clems, and you've got to be careful. Otherwise, Clems goes into a self-destruct mode.
Okay, this is
by self-destruct,
give me the whole smack about what's going on with Clems.
Well, the problem is all this stuff's on the board, so we're sort of half expecting you to know this.
Oh, I see.
Let me give you
let me open up a tab.
No, yeah. So, but it's not important at the moment. It shouldn't come up because you're unlikely to try and issue administrator commands to Clems. But have a read of it in some other time.
The TLDR is if Clem says access is restricted, don't ask him to do it again. Otherwise, he'll go self-destruct.
Okay, I got it. There's a post called Clem's Barbershop Polls. Is that it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that could be it. And did he do previously? He did Protocol 0.
Protocol 0 is what he said. And if you ever do set him off, there's 2 ways to stop him. One is to take the barbershop pole out to make him go away, or to say undo, and then whatever your last command was.
But the undo, we discovered that the undo command,
it's a bit iffy.
Working.
Yeah.
Okay, so Eolus, you said something about a password for
Yes,
Clems?
the password it's on the boards. If you read
Just tell me.
It's a dingo ate your baby.
Dingo, and that's for all clams or just the one on
Just the
Embassy?
one.
just the embassy one. That's to stop people from
Yeah,
coming
and when
to
you
the embassy clems.
use it, you have to say, go through the normal spiel. When you say your destination, follow that immediately by the password. So, for example, Gothic, a dingo ate your baby,
Right.
and
Okay.
then you can go. And that's both ways, going to and from.
Okay. And you're sure it's a dingo ate your baby and not a dingo ate my baby?
Yes, it's a dingo ate your baby.
Okay. This is cool. Okay. Thank you, sirs. I don't think I have anything to brief. I just want to bank some money when we get to Gothic. Not Gothic, when we get to Guri.
Sure. Yeah, good idea. Don't want your cred still blowing up.
Yeah, exactly.
You might want to do the same then, okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Guri.
All right, you guys all get up. A couple of the guards, the rhino-headed guards, stick with McKay, keeping the lookout, ready to grab him at any moment. They are obviously like they're going and looking around and stuff. You're not sure why McKay seems so okay with this, but they look like they're ready to just grab him.
Bodyguards, McKay?
Just because of all this stuff going down, they've been hyper vigilant.
Okay. It's not stuff with you, right?
Sorry?
Yeah, you're not going around the bend on this, are you?
No.
Oh,
Two
shit,
of
hold
the
on.
attacks on the
Wait,
embassy
time out.
and
Stop, before we leave. One other thing we need to brief you on. The Harlequins are even more persistent now. They attacked us. Myself, Kinley, and the new guy, Red. They attacked us the other day. 7 of them. They almost killed us. They really want the overthruster.
Any closer to the oscillation overthruster?
Well, McKay has it.
So we're just not giving it to them because we're afraid of what they might do with it.
well, they haven't asked.
They have. They literally opened their hand out.
I'm pretty sure.
They said,
Okay,
I've yet
all
to
right,
have,
very
I've
good,
yet to
very
have an
good.
individual come to me say, "Could you please give us the oscillation over?" We
No, they
left a
said
note.
this-
We left a note for them to try and start a discourse. They never replied.
How are we doing with Joker?
he's still around. We spoke to him the other day. He was friendly-ish, but still wants to kill us all, so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So jovial old Joker, but
Yep.
murderous old Joker.
Still being himself. Yep.
Okay,
Also, the Harlequins were being led by we presume they were being led by some lady in a mask with a cloak on. Don't know much about her, but
okay.
Yeah, and we got delivered a scroll with some weird symbol on it.
yeah, do you want to show him the scroll?
Yeah, I'll show him the scroll, the vellum.
All right, and let me find it here real quick. Is it this one? Yeah. Is it this one? Yes. He shows you on a piece of vellum, i.e. leather. Give me a biology roll as well, Rust Monster. Mm-hmm.
You want to fail this.
It looks like some sort of thin leather that it's on. You're not sure if it's been drawn on there, printed on there, was always part of it, but that's the symbol there.
Does this symbol ring any bells, Hawk?
It looks like a uterus with fallopian tubes.
I'm giving him a card for a very unique interpretation.
I never thought of it that way.
Neither did I. It's definitely worth
I
arguing.
can't unsee that now.
That's because you're not a Smurf. You can't unsee it now? No, I do not recognize this symbol.
Okay. Well, that was delivered to us by the. Well, I assume it's the cloak lady. The one that the messenger described to us seems to match the description, so.
Okay.
I want to play outdoors person. Can you put us back on the other map? Put it back.
Yes.
Cool.
I like how many
Okay.
different symbols are in the game. It's like, what the fuck does this one mean?
Is that the sigil of any particular court? The heraldic symbol of any particular
Not that I
family?
know of.
Hmm?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know. Yeah, those are usually in color too.
Yeah, we also saw this image during one of those swirly moments before you wake up.
Ah. Have you seen the yin yang symbol with the
Don't
infinity
ever
in the
mention
middle of
that
it?
symbol to me again. Thankfully, no, I haven't seen it.
Ah, so that just went away, huh?
Well, I mean, I've been trying my best not to find it.
Okay, and you're succeeding.
Yes.
Awesome.
Now don't jinx it.
Oh, and XO23 is no longer in the sewers underneath Beastkin.
Oh,
Whether or
Yeah.
not he is in the sewers elsewhere,
And that kicked off the next exploration of the sewers for game
Oh,
session
disappointing.
after game session.
the only non-disappointing thing about the sewers.
I gotta say that those there was many sessions wandering around out, stomping around the sewers, grumbling. It was beautiful.
Parachuting is tiny manual air.
Sounds right.
Okay.
tiny
As-
modern air, you mean?
Modern air.
Modern, yeah.
Tiny modern. Right, okay, yeah, right.
Tiny modern air. Yeah, I got that parachute.
Yeah,
That's
tiny
what I'm
modern, yeah.
parachuting
Yep,
into.
yep, I've got it. I've got it
Okay,
above hobbyist.
I'm just gonna put that
I'm
in.
a pro. Apparently, I've been banking points into these things.
No, well, every time a card came which had parachuting on it, I was putting points into it.
It's a good thing
I'm
not to
also pro
fail.
at scuba. I'm sorry, Logan?
It's a good. Those are both good skills not to fail.
Yep.